Hey, thanks for stopping by. My name is Clint Mackey, and I'm a 28-year veteran in the real estate industry here in Michigan. And what I want to talk about with you today is about cut rate real estate brokerages, the flat fee services that you see out there. But before I do that, I want to go over one thing. I want to make one disclosure and make sure that we all understand one thing here. All brokers are able to negotiate the commissions and set their own commissions. There is no set commission rate anywhere in the United States. They are able to charge exactly what they feel their services are truly worth. And I want you to keep that in mind as I go through some of the information I'm going to share with you today, that the amount of commission that a broker charges is a true reflection of what they really think their services are worth, and these commissions are completely negotiable. So as I'm going through this, just keep that in mind. See, people are tempted to use the flat rate, cut rate real estate brokerages for a reason, because a lot of people are upside down or backwards in their homes. It's not because they're just being cheap. It's because we had so many people lose so much ground in their equity, and now they're put in a position where they almost have to sell their houses. You can't take it with you. They have job transfers. A lot of things are going on. People are losing their homes, so they have to sell them. And they're put in a position where they don't feel they can pay a broker to sell their home. And if you look at it, you'll find out that it's not just easier to pay a broker. We end up netting more money for people. So what they do is they go to the flat rate, the cut rate real estate brokerages that will just flop their listing on the MLS and turn you loose out that way. And I'm going to give you a few reasons that I do not do that anymore. I tried it a couple of times for a couple of clients. I decided I wasn't going to do it anymore. And here's what it is. First of all, expertise. If someone is going to just take you and turn you loose in the marketplace like that, it shows, in my opinion, a lack of commitment to the industry. I have been in real estate for almost 30 years now, more than half my life. And most of the people that are in the real estate industry as salespeople and brokers are very committed to the industry and the standards that are set in the industry. And I, for one, am a lifer in this industry. It's been my life for almost half of the days I've been on this planet, more than half the days actually. So my commitment level is definitely there. So these flat rate brokers, you have to wonder where they're coming from when it comes to commitment to the industry as well, and the level of the expertise. How good are they really if their whole sales pitch to you is cheaper, cheaper, cheaper? How good could they possibly be? I realize I'm going to get a lot of grief from other real estate brokers about that statement, but that's just an observation I'm throwing out there for you. Negotiation skill. How good is a realtor truly to list your house with if they're not going to negotiate for you on your behalf? When you get put on the MLS like that for a flat rate by a cut rate broker, you're on your own for negotiation. You show the house, you negotiate the deal with another agent who is probably a buyer's agent who is by law bound to seek every advantage for that buyer, even at your expense. They're not obligated to cut you any breaks or help you negotiate whatsoever. They are on the opposing team. They represent that buyer for a reason, and the buyer will enjoy great benefit from that relationship if you don't have someone negotiating on your behalf. And most people that enter these relationships with these cut rate brokers don't realize that nobody is representing them properly. And I have huge objections to that whole relationship. They are limited service for sure. It leaves you negotiating against a seasoned professional buyer's agent, and that is the biggest disadvantage you're going to get in the marketplace. Even if you do get the property sold and you get a contract on it, the next problem is problem solving. Every deal is a problem these days. Just about every sale we have, if I ever find an easy one, I'll let you know. But the biggest issue we're having right now is appraisals need to be addressed. We can't fix appraisals, but you need to have your property appraised for what you sold it for. And if there's an appraisal problem or a problem with the buyer or a problem with the lender, the property, your title, whatever it is, you're on your own. The flat rate, these cut rate brokers are not going to provide that additional service for a couple of $100. It's just not going to happen properly. And you could probably get all the way to the point where you could have closed, but you can't because you have a problem that you can't get over. And it leaves the buyer's agent solving the problem for you if they can, and you know if they can do that or not. You know them well enough to trust them to do the job for you. I don't know. It's up to you. Problem number 3, no marketing whatsoever. If you just flopped out there like that on the internet and that's your only marketing, then that's pretty weak, because what you're doing, you're competing against the other properties on the market right now that have agents that really care, that really want the property sold, and they're doing things to make sure that property looks better online, it's marketed better, better pictures, better video, better website, spread it around the internet, get it in front of a lot more buyers, doing some advertising, and marketing the property in its best light. And packaging and marketing is everything these days, especially when the buyer pool of really good buyers is really a lot more limited than it used to be. So you're competing against, again, seasoned professionals who have the advantage on you. They really do. So that's really what I'm seeing here is a race to the bottom. When that's problem number 4. The race to the bottom means that if everything you do is based on price, cheaper, 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 you will attract more of the same. And I don't know if you have a word for it. For lack of a better word, I'm going to use the word karma, because you will attract buyers who are ready to take your hide off, ready to negotiate you down, lowball you, cheat if they have to sometimes to get what they want from you. And you might as well have just gone ahead and paid a really skilled real estate broker to work for you. Now let's go back to my original statement here. Real estate brokers are able to charge exactly what they think their services are really, truly worth. They're able to negotiate commissions. There are no set commission rates in the industry. They charge exactly what they feel their services are worth. So if you're still tempted to hire a cut rate broker to market, to put your property out there like that, here's a couple of things you need to be aware of that will save you a lot of time, effort, and money. Number 1 is look it up. They're in our state of Michigan. I don't know where you're viewing this video from. Our state of Michigan has something called the minimum service requirements in real estate. So if you type in that phrase into Google, type in Michigan real estate minimum service requirements, there's a list, it's a law of what a real estate broker must do on your behalf. And I know for a fact a lot of these real estate brokers are not doing the entire list. They're not doing the minimum even that they could do for people. It includes basic services that are very vital, like examining your closing statement, making sure you're getting exactly what you're due at the closing, examining the purchase agreement. We had to write a law to get these people to actually look at a purchase agreement that's written on your house. Hold these people to that minimum standard at least if you're going to hire these people. Make sure that you're getting what you pay for at least. If they're not willing to do it, they're working outside the law, and you shouldn't work with them anyway. Number 2, find yourself a really good real estate attorney and hire them to make sure that you are taken care of liability-wise, that all the forms are done correctly, that you have done what you're supposed to do as a seller of a property when it comes to disclosing information and making sure that you don't get sued in this transaction, because you are playing a professional game here and you might not be exactly equipped to do that. So make sure you hire an attorney. So those 2 things, the minimum service requirements and get yourself a really good attorney. Or hire a good real estate broker. Hire someone that cares about you, that is contractually obligated to negotiate on your behalf, to get more out of your house, to market you properly, that has commitment, experience, and expertise in the field, specifically of real estate, the type of real estate that you're selling. Hire someone that really, really cares and really is a professional in this industry. If you don't know someone like that, I'll be glad to find someone for you. If you call me, tell me where you are, the chances are I will be able to find someone really good, really professional, who's outstanding, and will work with you in some way. If you don't feel like you can pay a full brokerage fee to sell your house, still call me. Let's talk about it. There are ways we can work these things out. See, I'm an independent broker for a reason. I don't have a boss. You're looking at the boss right now. I'm the person that makes the decisions on everything, including brokerage fees, how much to charge, how to charge it, how to accept it, and we can be flexible and negotiable on everything that we do. My name is Clint Mackey. I'm a 28-year veteran in the real estate industry. I'm committed. I'm an expert at marketing. I'm an expert in this industry, and I am glad to take your calls whenever you need to talk to me. Look for the phone number. My contact information will be on this page, and I'll look forward to talking with you soon. We'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by.